Hello, good afternoon, friends. I'm doing this video today because I have received a lot of questions about tips and what I do, what I have learned from my weight loss journey. Yes, it's been a journey. I have been at it all my life. However, 2 years ago, Avon launched the new Espira wellness, health and wellness, and I'm here to talk about why Espira, why I picked Espira, and why it motivated me so much. And first, I'm gonna tell you that a lot of you who use protein shakes, who drink protein shakes, you think that you can only do it for a short period of time and then stop. You're not consistent, you don't create a schedule so that you can supplement with the wellness products, in this case, a shake. I have consumed shakes from lots of companies, even direct sales, before Avon even launched this product. So with the store-bought, protein shakes, you get a lot of fillers in a lot of them, and yes, they don't taste very good, most of them, but then again, I always make myself supplement with any of these shakes or bars because they provide vitamins, energy, and they just help your body become more energetic when you're doing, when you're working out, and when you're cutting back in calories. They actually help you slow down in your eating. They make you full, so you tend to eat less. So I am gonna recommend for you who are starting on your weight loss journey to start with the Metabolism Boost, and it comes with 2 shakes, and you can basically pick vanilla, chocolate. You can actually pick any combination. It comes with the Metabolism Boost. It also comes with the Hunger Block and the Cleanse. You want to cleanse your body before you start any new wellness regimen, weight loss, or whatever it is that you want to call it, because when you cleanse your body, your metabolism changes. You tend to eat less. So when I cleanse with the Espira, I eat a lot of fruits, a lot of fresh fruits. I don't eat any meats. I eat vegetables, lots of vegetables throughout the day, and then I do this for 3 days. Follow the instructions in the package, and then you start with your shakes. So let me give you some tips of what I have learned about the shakes. I used to mix them with all kinds of different stuff. As you can see, I used to blend them, so that took time, that took preparation, and sometimes, I didn't have the time. When I joined Nuviva, I am doing a weight loss center, so that's what a weight loss, I'm going to a weight loss center for my diet because, it's a way for me to stay focused. I weigh in every week. They provide counseling and tips. I have been with them since November. This is my 3rd time around, and I started the ACG 2 months ago. So when I went in November, I wanted to learn how to get my body into, into eating less, into working on portion, into eating more often, 2 to 3 hours, before I actually started the ACG, because the ACG hormone is a very low calorie diet that you must watch what you eat. You have to keep it between 100 to 125 calories, no less than 70 calories every time that you eat. And the hormone works on your fat deposits, so it slims you down That's why they don't recommend working out, just light workout, because they want you to trim first and then you can tone at the gym. You can continue with your routine. But this is my third time around with them. I love their program. And you know, you might have another option. I have done Weight Watchers. I love Weight Watchers too. But just make sure that you belong to a group that actually holds you accountable for your, you know, your daily calorie intake. And my number one tip is that you count your calories. So how do you know how many calories you're going to have every day? So the way that your calories work is you look at your calorie intake and consider also if you have a sedentary, a moderate active, or a very active day. And then from there you can calculate how many calories, and you also have to consider your age, your height, and then you put in your weight. Make sure that you change as you go. You know, whatever it is that your progress is. If you lost some weight, that you know, continue to see how many calories you can consume every day for a weight loss. Hi, Nita. Thank you for being here with me. I hope that I give you a lot of tips. These are my tips. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not an expert. I'm sharing what worked for me. So with the calories, you have to break it down throughout the day. I recommend, what has worked for me is that you have 3 meals and 4 snacks a day. And how do you break it down? The reason why I'm showing you how to prepare your shakes with water is because you're not gonna add any more calories to it, and it tastes great. It still tastes, has an amazing taste just with water and ice, and it blends super fast with just a shaker. So the way that I learned is that I don't have a lot of time throughout the day to actually blend something and pour it, and then sometimes I have to fly out the house. But I can get one of these and put some ice and water, then a scoop, and just mix it. See? You're gonna see how fast it mixes. Okay? It's very powdery and light. So when you're putting the powder and it's windy, it's like shh. So it's very thin. That's why it dissolves so fast. You don't even have to use this at all. So you just cover it, make sure the lid is closed, and then you just shake it. And that is how easy it is. So what I like to do is leave it a few minutes like this so that it can thicken. This shake gets thick, so it helps you eat less, besides the fact that it tastes great. It has 21 grams of plant protein. It's 120 calories, which is great. And it will satisfy you for a snack. So what I suggest is that when you wake up, you eat within an hour. This is a good choice. So if you get up and you have to get dressed and leave the house, just prepare one of these and eat it and drink it on your way to your work, your event, whatever it is that you have to go. And then 2 hours later, then you start with your breakfast. 2 hours later, you eat a snack, and 2 hours later, you eat something for lunch, and then 2 hours later, snack, then dinner, 2 hours later, and then before you go to bed, you have another one of these. It works for me because I get hungry at night, and what I used to do, I used to get up and prepare a late meal, and guess what? that late meal did not help me with my weight loss. So if you get hungry, you can have this before you go to bed. Take it to bed and drink it, and you won't even feel hungry. If you eat regularly portions, if you plan your meals, if you eat the right amount of food and at the right times, you're not gonna get desperate or hungry. So let me give you an example. And for those of you who are watching, if you are a customer, you can order from me on my website, or if you are a representative, then you know how to order these. Start with the metabolism boost, and then all you have to do is buy the shakes and the vitamins. You do need vitamins when you are dieting. You need some kind of supplement to help you not get sick, to help your immune system. So you have to load up on vitamins. The Avon vitamins do not make you sick. They're actually very, very natural. They don't have any fillers. They're very, very good vitamins. A lot of the vitamins that I was taking before made me sick, made me nauseous. But with the Avon vitamins, this doesn't happen. So every time, what I do every time I have a meal, I have a vitamin. So 3 times a day, on every meal, for breakfast, for lunch, and dinner, I load up on my vitamins so that my immune system continues to keep going and I don't get sick. Because if you're intaking lower amounts of food and you're not, taking different categories of food, like, bananas, you don't want to eat bananas because bananas are very high in calories and carbs, so I stay away from bananas. So now that we're talking about fruits, the fruits that I take are strawberries, are grapes, pineapples, any kind of berries is good. Stay away from the melons. They don't satisfy you very much. It's high content of sugars, so I don't eat lemon. I don't eat melons. So citrus is great. I have lots of lemons throughout the day. Limes, I like that green, the limes, and any kind of citrus like oranges. You can have mangoes too. Mangoes are allowed. So just make sure that you are eating the right kind of food into your body, and these are the fruits that I recommend. So for me, I like to eat fruits in the morning. So if you, when you wake up, if you're not gonna have a shake, then prepare a container with fruits and then eat your fruits, and then 2 hours later, remember you have to eat 1 hour within 1 hour of waking up. Then every 2 hours it starts the cycle. You'll see that you're not gonna get hungry. And I know that it takes time to prep meals. However, if you take the time to plan your day and maybe have a stopwatch at the beginning, that you're able to set your times when you have to eat. So another tip, have all your fruits before 12 noon. Then after that is protein and vegetables. Your proteins, make sure it's white meat, white fish, and very lean. So you can cook it with olive oil, that's fine, but you want to stay away from the fat. I prefer, instead of salmon, I prefer white fish because salmon is very high in calories. So I'm gonna give you an example of what my calorie intake looks like if I was not on the ACG, because right now I have to be within my calorie intake at every meal. But after I'm done with the ACG, if I wanna continue to lose weight, then my calorie intake is 1,300 calories a day. So I break it down into 3 meals, and those 3 meals, I allow myself 800 calories between all 3 meals. So it's an average of 250 calories a meal. So what is a 250 calorie meal? A small piece of chicken is 100 calories, 3 ounces, chicken breast. And then the fish, you also consider the same amount of calories for the fish. And then your vegetables, they rank between 50 to 100 calories. So right there, you're gonna have your 250 calories. So what I'm trying to tell you is that you have to make smart choices, because if you want to continue to lose weight and keep your metabolism going and not go over your calorie intake to lose weight, then you're gonna start losing weight fast. For example, if you like eggs, stay away from the egg yolk and have your egg whites with some spinach. If you want to try the oil spray, so that you don't go up with your calories with the oils. 1 teaspoon of olive oil is 120 calories. So that right there can throw you off. So 3 meals, okay? And then I pick my morning, my lunch, and my dinner. I do my best to eat dinner before 6 p.m. So 5:30, by 6 p.m. I'm done eating for the day, and then I have my shake before I go to bed. I go to bed late, so I have my shake. So, you know, so you have your 800 calories. Now you have 500 calories left. So you have your 4 snacks. So with your 4 snacks, you want, for me, is an average of 125 calories if I am on the 1300 calorie diet to lose weight for my age and my height. So I divide it into 500 into 4 snacks, and that's 125 calories. The Espira has 120 calories, so it's gonna be within your snack calorie intake. And then with 2 more snacks, you can pick fruit, you can pick cucumber, you can, Nita says that she has been using brown eggs. Very good. Instead of the yolk, if you want to lose the weight, then throw away the yolk. I know I don't like to throw away any food, but throw away the yolk and just do your egg whites. Or just buy the egg white container at the grocery store. It works fine. But I just like the freshness of the egg. And I do have chicken, so I eat my eggs from my chickens. I don't eat my chickens, I eat the eggs. So that's something that I wanted to tell you, because you have been asking too, do you eat your chickens? No, I don't eat my chickens, I eat my eggs. So let's talk about the snacks. You can pick fruits. A grapefruit has 60 calories. And you know, you can pick just anything that is within 125 calories. You can even do protein. For my snacks, I have half a protein bar, and I have shown you that let me bring it here, that I use this protein bar. Is called One. It has 20 grams of protein, which is very good, and it tastes excellent. All the flavors are great, but this is my favorite. So I keep it in my purse. Then I have half of it. Since I have to eat every 2 hours, I have half of it, and then that takes care of 1 bar takes care of 2 snacks for me during the day. So you know, it's okay if you have a bad day. Don't worry about it. Just recover on your next meal. It's gonna take you time to get your mind set up for weight loss. What's different about this time is that I didn't have a gym when I lost weight previous times. So I joined the gym. I do have a gym at home, but my workouts were not good enough, long enough, because since I was here at the house and people were calling and I had to start my day, so that took me away from my gym time. So I joined the gym, and then I like to do classes. So I do yoga, I do Pilates, I do lots of cardio at the gym. But what I like about it is that when you're there, you're focused on your workouts, and you're not thinking that somebody's gonna knock on the door, that you have to answer the phone, that you're there working on your body. And then you are gonna meet a lot of people. I have met so many people at the gym, so many great friends that I keep in contact with. We take pictures, we share each other, we hold each other accountable for what we do. And it's just a system that helps you stay focused and motivate yourself to keep going. So consider a gym. I live in a remote area. As you know, we didn't have any gym around here. Now they built one close by, so I was able to join, and I go at least 5 times a week. Sometimes I even go every day, but my goal is to go 5 times a week. So I'm gonna show you with the shake how creamy it is, and it tastes really good. So look, see, this is ice that's pouring. So look how, see, it's really, really thick and creamy, which helps you stay full. I just had my lunch, just gonna have a sip so that I can tell you it's very delicious. It has a lot of goodness in it. So I recommend that you supplement with this shake because it's very, very good for you. It has no fillers. It's all natural, plant-based, 21 grams of protein, 4 grams of sugar, which is not bad at all. So this is why I recommend Espira. So I put a little note here so that I don't forget anything. So count your calories, okay? We already talked about divide your meals into eating 2 to 3 hours, no more than 3 hours, because if you don't eat often, then what's gonna happen when you sit down and eat, then you're gonna eat more than you need to. So let's talk about a cheat meal. So with the cheat meal, and this I learned with my weight loss center that I go to, Nuviva, they recommend, and sometimes you don't have to do it every 3 weeks, but they recommend that every 3 weeks that you have a cheat meal. So I'm gonna talk about that. And then with your cheat meal, make sure that you have it in the evening and the afternoon. If possible, finish eating before 6 p.m., but if you go over it, it's okay. You basically eat all you want, and don't be shy in calories or grease or carbohydrates. I went to a restaurant last time and I made sure I had everything that I wanted. But my next cheat meal, which is coming up on Saturday, I'm gonna cook at home. I'm gonna have steaks, I'm gonna have mashed potatoes, which I love. I'm gonna make macaroni and cheese. And then I'm gonna get lots of pastries, lots of pastries, so I can eat cakes and pies and everything that I want for 2 hours. So those of you like burgers, so get you the biggest, juiciest, greasiest burger with lots of bacon and cheese and sauces. If you like pasta, then you can cook your pasta, or better yet, go to Carrabba's and have 2 or 3 breads with the olive oil. So that's what a cheap meal is. And you can have cocktails and anything you want within 2 hours. Then after 2 hours, you're done. So why having a cheat meal in the afternoon rather than in the morning? Because if you have it in the morning, then your body is tricked that you can just eat whatever you want to throughout the day, or not eat at all because you feel guilty that you had so much food. So, continue your regimen as you go. If you want to, you can lower your calorie intake of whatever it is that you're eating to get ready for your cheat meal, so you can be a little bit more hungry. So instead of maybe doing 250 calories for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, maybe cut it down to 50 to 100, so that your cheat meal, you feel really hungry and you really want to have your cheat meal. So another tip about the cheat meal. So if you are going to a weight loss center, or if you belong to a group like Weight Watchers, that you weigh in every week, just make sure that you do your cheat meal after, either after your weigh in or the day after. But don't go over the day, 2 days. So either the day that you're weighing in, after you weigh in, okay? So you weigh in and then you say, okay, good, you celebrate, and then you go have your cheat meal, or the day after if you don't have time for that day, so you can continue to recover throughout the week, and then you can have another win. So for healthy weight loss, you want to lose 1 pound a week. That's healthy. Some people lose more. Sometimes I don't lose throughout the week, but then I have a week where I lose 2 or 3 pounds, and then that motivates you. That really motivates you to keep going. So there it is with the cheat meal. Up your protein intake. So instead of eating breads, rice, beans, make sure that you take protein as a choice for your calorie, instead of eating a bowl of rice, or a bowl of rice and beans, or tortillas. And if you want to have a taco, cook your meal and then do it on a lettuce wrap, no cheese. You can do hot sauce. You can do some kind of sauce that is very low. The salsa is very low in calorie. You can make it yourself with tomatoes, garlic, cilantro, onions, and you can blend it, and that's your salsa. Add a little bit of salt and pepper, and you have your salsa, and lemon. So you can have your own homemade salsa if you want to have tacos. I love tacos. So instead of choosing a cracker, for example, yesterday, if you look at my pictures on my meeting that I had yesterday, I made some tuna from the packet, tuna fish. Then I added some mayo and some mustard. Then I added pickle, the jalapenos, the red one and the yellow ones, the yellow jalapenos. I don't know what they're called, but they're mild. So I added all that, and then instead of getting a cracker, then what I did, I cut up some cucumber, and then I put the tuna fish on it, and that's a great snack, even for your meetings, if you don't want to be tempted to eating bread or anything like that. So if you like cheese, I recommend that you buy the mozzarella par skim. That's very low in calorie. They even have the little balls that are 50 calories, so that if you need to have a snack and you like cheese, then you can have that cheese. The other cheeses I don't recommend. So make sure that you always look at your calorie. Even if you're gonna buy something, your calories, how many servings, stay within your calorie for every meal. So what has helped me also is to be able to have a variety of foods that I eat. I like chicken, I like turkey, I like ground meat. So instead of having ground beef, I have turkey ground. So everything has to be low calorie, smart choices, because you really want to put in your body the right amount of nutrients. So if you're buying your metabolism boost, make sure that you're also planning when it's gonna be, when you're not gonna have any more of the shakes, so that you can order your shakes so that you're not without your shakes, for a period of time waiting for your order or your shake to get here. So what else? More. Okay. So when you're working out, you are allowed a little bit more calories, and consider investing in an app where you can put your workouts, and it tells you how much more you can eat because you burned this many calories. So let's say you go to the gym and you do a class, or you do a lot of cardio. Your Fitbit or your Apple Watch will track the calorie intake, your steps, but even the machines offer that. So if you want to do it manually and then you want to put it into your app, then it'll tell you how many more calories you're able to intake because of the workout you had that day. So I use MyFitnessPal, and then I paid membership for a whole year. And what I like about MyFitnessPal is that you are able, even the Espira shakes, you're able to scan it, and you'll have all the nutritional value, the vitamins, you have fat, carbohydrates, and then you can program if you want a low calorie or low carb diet. It'll warn you when you're eating a meal or you're buying something that is very high in carbohydrates. So you're able to customize your diet. You're also able to put in your weight, your active life. It tracks your workouts. Now, when you're working out, I'm gonna give you another tip for working out. If you work out in the morning, then go early. Go very early. As soon as you wake up, put your clothes on, go to the gym, and take your shake. Take your shake, leave it in the car, or what I do, sometimes I put it in a cooler with a cold pack so that it doesn't get too runny and the ice doesn't melt. So then I go to the gym and then I drink my shake on the way. If I change clothes because I have to go to work, then I change clothes, then I put my work clothes on, and then I go and then I drink the shake. But I always pack my meals when I'm leaving, because if you're not prepared, you are gonna get desperate and you're gonna eat everything that you cannot eat. I'm gonna bring, I think I showed it to you, but and I don't have it here. It's in my office. But give me a second, okay? I wanna show you another tip. Okay, so this is like a makeup bag, and then here I put in my my foods, and then I have nuts in here, and then this is my appetite suppressant that I get from Nuviva, and I do use their they're supplements because they give it to me for free, but then when I'm done, then I'll start using the Avon supplements. But see, I have this, I take it with me instead of a lunchbox. These are snacks that I can take in case I don't have anything prepared. I can always get it from here. So that's another choice. You can put it in your bag, you can leave it in your car, you can put it in your car, but you want to be prepared. You want to be prepared to eat the right amount of food and have the right food intake. So let me see what else I got for you. Okay, so work out on an empty stomach, okay? And then you have your shake, and then you can, if you can't hold for 2 hours, then have your shake and your meal, whatever it is that you're eating. You're allowed more calories because you worked out. Make sure that those are within your smart choices, okay? And then if you work out at night, in the afternoon, have an empty stomach for at least 3 hours so that your body can take the best of your workout. So 3 hours before your workout if you're doing it in the afternoon, and that also applies if you have dinner. Let's say you have dinner at 4. So you finish dinner at 4, so that means that 5, 6, 7, you can't work out until 7 p.m. So 7 p.m. you have your workout, and then you have your shake after your workout, and you go to bed, okay? So what else? See, I have my little notes. I think I did very good. Shake in the, so yeah, the shake in the AM is best, and better than in the PM. So if you can hold off to your PM shake, it's fine. But if you feel like you need to eat something, or like if you wake up extra hungry, then that means that you have to put something in your stomach before you go to bed. And that's it. Find out what is your calorie intake for the day. If you have to take, you know, let's say I gave you an example of 1,300 calories for me to lose weight because of my age, my height, and my weight, then, you know, make sure you find out what is your weight, and then you divide it to 3 meals, 4 snacks throughout the day that you supplement with 1 or 2 shakes a day, and bars. So I wish that Avon had bars. I really like these because, like, sometimes I'm so hungry and I don't know what these bars have, but when I have just half, I'm good to go for another 2 hours. So these are really good. These are really high quality bars, and you can get them at the supermarkets, the health food stores. They have them, and they're not expensive. They're very. What else? Okay, so if you feel like you need some appetite suppressant for your diet, then consider buying something over the counter. GNC has some great ones, and just find out what it is that works for you. But I want to tell you that Espira is not a weight loss program. It's not certified to do that, so don't promote it as a weight loss program. Promote it as a supplement to what you're doing. If you can't do it on your own, you need a support system. So make sure that you join either Weight Watchers or Weight Loss Center or anything that works for you. You know, work out, you know, every day while you're losing weight, so that you can have an active metabolism and you start burning fat right away. So that's it. Let me see. That's it? Yeah. That's all I have. So this is what I do to lose weight, what I have been doing. It's not easy. I have always struggled with my weight. I'm just like everybody. I like to eat. I like to cook. I like good food. I don't like eating out, even though I end up eating out a lot sometimes because my husband and I go on dates. But I try to cook my meals at home. I rather cook at home because I get more quality into what I eat and I know what I'm putting into my body. But if you don't like to eat, then instead of going to a restaurant, then go to a supermarket. And at the supermarkets, they have a food bar. Or you can go to, like I go to Publix, is my supermarket. But you can ask if they offer the same service. A lot of the supermarkets offer the same service. I can get a piece of fish and they can steam it for me. They can also do shrimp, and then you just add a salad to that, and that's a good meal. Sometimes you can even sit down at the supermarket to give you a feeling of sitting down at a restaurant if that's what you like and being served. But while you're doing your weight loss, make sure that you stay away from restaurants, because no matter what, you're always going to overeat, and it's tempting that they bring you the bread and then you have the dessert. So if you like dining out, save it for your cheat meal every 3 weeks, and look forward to the cheat meal so that you know that you're not messing up throughout those days. Okay, so that's another tip. Cook at home. It's not hard. Have always your proteins thaw out and season, so that all you do is grab a pan and pan fry it with with some of the oil spray, and there's many, but I like to use this one, the olive oil. It's really good. I like this one, the Pam. And if you want to add some butter, then add the butter if you want to. But just make sure that you are planning your meals. And even it's a smart way that if you want to do it the day before, and then maybe cook more protein than you have planned for your family, and then just put it in containers so that the next day you have your protein meals throughout the day. I like spinach a lot. I like the frozen broccoli. It's good. Just stay away from the peas and the corn. And then, just make sure that tomatoes are good. They're 50 calories for a big tomato. And if you know that you're going over, that you cooked a lot of protein, just cut it in half and put it away for your next 2 hours. Believe me, you're gonna feel hungry the next 2 hours, and that's gonna be just enough to satisfy you. So I plan to do this for the rest of my life. I'm not going back. This was the hardest for me this time around to lose this weight. I got very motivated with the Espira because I wanted to give everybody my testimonial, and eating healthy and eating well and working on your body and giving your body the right nutrients. So if you have any health problems or issues, make sure that you take your shake to the doctor and ask him if you can have it. He's the only one that can recommend if you have health issues. And but also ask permission if you're able to go to the gym. What is it that you can do? At the gym, I have ladies and even older men that I have seen that couldn't even walk. They couldn't even get up on the treadmill. And then a year later, some 2 years later, because I have been going to that gym for 2 years, they are doing great. They're not like this anymore. They're walking fast, and they can get around more because they started working out. So, even if you don't have to lose weight, you know, take care of your body, put in the right nutrients. This video is not only for people that want to lose weight. This is also for people that want health and wellness lifestyle, and to be able to have more energy and be healthy and cut down on the amount of food that our body doesn't need at all. So cheers, and don't forget to share this video with someone that can need a little push. Everyone does. So let me know how you're doing with your journey, how it's working for you. If you would like for me to answer some of your questions, like I said, I'm not an expert, but I do have learned a lot this time around. It took me, I've been at it for 2 years, more than 2 years already, consistently. I haven't stopped working on my weight loss and just figuring out what doesn't work, what works, and changing it. And I plan to not ever go back. I have a few pounds to go for my 150-pound goal. I was 203 pounds, yes, 203 pounds. So I'm supposed to be done in 1 more month with the ACG, and then I'll go back to the gym and I start working out more. This is my lifetime weight goal. Nothing fits me in my closet, so I basically had to start from scratch. But that's okay, you know, that's what I wanted to do. Nothing is easy. Everything requires hard work and focus. You will definitely hear from me. Yes, Elizabeth, Anita, and Samantha. I love that. I love that you guys are motivated. And yes, post on my health and wellness, or tag me and let me know how you're doing. Let's build the excitement on this journey. It's not easy. It certainly wasn't easy for me. It's not easy for anybody. And you know, find out what works for you and change it. If you're having trouble in an area, just ask me, and then I will give you some tips. Just ask me. I have done it all. You know, from wanting to crunch on something to eating hot foods and hot vegetables rather than cold salads. All of that is going to take into place. You're going to start having cravings sometimes. Just make sure that if you are going to eat something, that you wait for your 3-week cheat meal. Stay away from rice and beans, like I said. Make sure that you have your protein and your salad. And the key is to eat every 2 hours and to break down the amounts of food that you eat throughout the day to 7 meals. That's what works for me. Sometimes they suggest 3 to 6 meals. Well, what works for me is 7 meals, and then I space them out. And with my ACG, I cannot go over 125 calories. So I have to maintain my 125 calories so that the hormone can work on my fat deposits and I can continue to slim down. So that's it. My diet is hard, so you definitely don't want to be in my shoes. But it worked for me the last 2 times that I did it. It's working for me now. It just gets sometimes a little bit frustrating when I don't have a weight loss for that week. But that's okay, you know, just keep going. Don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Share this video with as many people as need to hear this. This is from the bottom of my heart, what I have learned. And please, please ask away, because we are all in this together. Bye. Love you guys. Thank you for being here with me.